The phone call's just come in.
Oh, who is it?
Is it Wizard of Scott?
Oh, gadget! It's wicked.
It's Croup Manor. I'm going to do a tour of it. Here it is on the map. That's Croup Manor. And I used a mod. I use a lot of mods, but the main one I used... Stop pressing the wrong button. The main one I used was a settlement cleanup mod. And I used it at the time because you couldn't scrap all the dead bodies that were laying around in this site. And they really made the place almost impossible to work with. I might have tried to bother fixing the walls or something like that. But I now have scrapped that settlement, which is really useful. That would have allowed me to scrap those dead bodies as it shows in the picture there. But at the time I didn't have it, so here's Croup Manor Restored. And if you want to use this and this, then you need to put the settlement cleanup mod after scrap that settlement in the load order of mods. So without any more waffle, let's have a look indoors. Before you're going out, you might need to have a little look where you're going on the map, because we don't have smartphones. We haven't got sat nav, so have a look what time it is. Take a bag with you. Leave the skull at home, I suggest. Bring your money, take your keys, cigarettes, lighter. I wouldn't take that phone with you, it's a bit big. This is the phone that sits on that Nana style table. Remember, we used to go around Nan's house and she would have a little phone table in the hallway. Everyone's Nan had that. This was just like a little dead end hallway, and it's funny, once you put the kitchen cabinets in it, it really opens it out and it looks like a big old room. Which it is. So we've got Vim displays, we've got Nuka-Cola displays. I thought this looked cool, like some sort of thermostat, but then I realised it said PA on it, and then I thought, yeah, well, whatever. So these are my Japanese style doors, because you see that dripping down it. That's not dripping, it's not oil, that's actually dark wood grain, because these are Japanese style sliding doors to my living room here. Spoiler alert, if you don't know the end, what happens basically in Fallout if you blow up the Institute, then don't listen anymore. But what happens is they give you like a synth version of your younger son Sean when he was about 10 years old. So I built this house for him, but when I sent him here, he never arrived. He only once he arrived. I came into the house one time and he was stood here with his back to me in the hallway, like some sort of creepy Japanese horror film, and everything just went terribly wrong and the whole thing started crashing. I had to run away from the area as far as I could and then come back another day. He wasn't here anymore, and thank God, because as I said, when he gets here everything goes wrong. So unfortunately I don't have any settlers here, but I like the place so much I wanted to keep it. So it might not be functional, but it's beautiful in my opinion, even if I do say so myself. So let's shut the doors, and we've got washer, dryer, and take a look in the dining room. We've got this nice mod, a Nuka recipe bookcase, book rack. We've got some pictures of people who my friend knows who these are. I forget now. I don't really care, I just want to build. Look, it's a dining table. Hey! Right, let's have a look in the garage. I've kitted the garage out. Got a little place for everything. That's the snap and build configurator, which comes as part of the snap and build mod. And this is a pre-war clothing workbench, and at the time I didn't realise I could have raised this out the floor a bit, but I set this into it and I've made my own little Nuka workbench, so you can mix drinks, look, with the little drill bit in there. Bit of that. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. And black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah. And when you're doing your little experiments, if it all gets a bit smoky, you can just open the hatch and get some air. Because safety first! Yeah. So, have a little run upstairs. This is the self-improvement floor. It was just an open hallway. I didn't really know what to do with it. So this is where Dad would train. That would be me. Got a little Terminator to practice punching in the nose. Do your weights and that. And we've got a security camera to keep an eye on everything. And this is where Sean would study. So, if anyone's got sensitive eyes, I suggest also you stop watching now. Because this is like some sort of self-tanning bathroom. So you can have a wash, brush your teeth, and have a little tan up at the same time. Yeah, it hurts the eyes, doesn't it? Very bathroomy though. Very blue. So, yeah, before I blind anyone else, I will shut the door. Japanese style sliding doors, don't you know? Have we been in here? Let's have a look in Dad's bedroom. He's got a non-law friendly flat screen TV. He's got some caps and some music and some whiskey and some nuka and some pin-ups and some games. So he can sit there and play Fallout 4 on his gaming terminal. He's got some Dandy Boy apples and all the actual games in the box there. And his bed and some more pin-up girls. Alarm clock and lamp over there on the table. You need that. And of course, well, not of course, perhaps not of course, but here we have some rather suspect feather duster, handcuffs, a tube of something, and a camera and a towel for something. Get upstairs, son. Good lad. Yeah. Speaking of which, we mind that. Up these stairs. Alright, lads. In here we had the nanny's room. This was going to be the nanny's room. But same story, if nanny turns up, the whole place starts crashing. So, that's the nanny's room. And finally, Sean's room. He's well looked after. He's got a little model to scare any would-be intruders. I'm stuck. So, we're back. I got stuck behind a sofa. Never mind. These things happen. And I think, did I mention we got a little distress signal should he so need it? And the only room with all the windows blocked up. I thought this was a cool little boy's room. So please comment, subscribe, follow me on the Twitter on WIGG1YSCOTT, and I'll catch you next time.